Another update about the V80. This is in the state how she's now. Added some details. Started to make the welding lines, the needed panels. Sanded out on the whole conning tower section, complete with the dome. Some more hatches, some more welding lines. Periscopes. She is functionable. In this way she can't dive, but I've connected some of the things inside. I'll show you. First we need to get to the main switch, and that is by the main hatch. You can open it like this, and you can lock it like this. We look inside, you can see the main switch. Turn it on. It's now under power. For the fun. First I'll try the scopes. See what happens. Let's give them a hand. Yes. As you can see, there is still I need some to tinker on the scope system, but it functions. One seems to be jammed. Oh, little piece to make the whole one, the whole wider. The conning tower, I assume. Alright, she's connected to the power. I can move the diving rudder, steering rudder. There's power on board. Both directions. I'll take the scopes back and I'll show you guys inside. I'll keep the hatch open. In the beginning I showed the holes for the hatches. There's one hatch over here, one hatch over here, and this is part of the rescue buoy system. I'll explain that later. And I've got one hatch over here. I managed to make them functionable. These are the levers, so you can open them up by unlocking. And now if they open, you can see the screw inside. I'll do the same with this version over there. It's a little bit of fiddling, but once you get used to it, it's fine. Hatch like this, and this hatch. The yellow thing you see inside is the wire on the winch. I'll show you guys that later. Unscrewing the back end. And the front. Still have some work to do on the things inside, but you can't do anything in one period. Take the cover off. Already painted inside, just for the fun. Added a little leather. So if you look on the inside, you can see the leather the crews normally use. Well, in working order, this is the winch, complete with wire. This is the floating device for emergencies. I still have to figure out how to do it, but there are some plans already. This is the base. Just turn it like this. Watertight switch, the scopes. This is part of the in and outtake of the air for filling the ballast tank. This is a new kind of floating device. I first made one who raced vertical, but that gave some problems with water tightness, so I adapted the old system just like I used on the second type. In front, this is connection to the pump. In front there's the switch, the air switch that controls the periscopes. Antenna wire. There's nothing more to tell about this boat. I can show the inside. Unscrew it. Just for this occasion I used a couple of screws for just tightening the deck. Otherwise you don't have a nice connection with the upper structure. Get it open. Get a peek inside. This is the main switch. The servos, both for the diving plane and the rudder. The E-motor. This is part of the leveling device. You still have to connect it over there. This is the valve, the connection valve that I use to pump up the tank inside for the periscope system. Unlike the big fellow, this has a separate air system which allows me for about 15 times using the periscopes. The size of this boat is too small to add a compressor, so that was unfortunately. The modification I made on this floating device is just like the 7 type. I use a micro switch over here, and as you can see there's a little magnet on, so in this position the switch is activated, in this position the switch is off. The trick will be above the water I don't want the balancing system to interfere with the boat, so unless he's dived this will close, and by using this switch the balance system will be activated inside. Ballast tank still not closed. I did that because I still have to add some lead for the balance, for the left, for the right, for the front, for the rear. So she has to go in the test pool to see if she's balanced all right, and after that I can lock the tank and then see if she will go underwater. But we're still a couple of months before she gets wet. Main progress will be the painting of the hull. Just like the 7 type, I used special fishing wire for creating the welding lines. I added a little trick, don't know if it will work. As you can see, I used metal over here. It's aluminum foil, and with a wall point, that doesn't work anymore, I pressed the rivets into the aluminum. So I have to see if that works after spraying, but I thought it was a nice touch. Also did the same trick at this front hatch, as you can see. And if somebody wonders what those things are, this one over here and this one over here, according to the books it's part of a device they use for underwater, for communication underwater. So as we can call an early underwater telephone system. But that's not functional. The other side is the same. So this was one of the hatches for the ballast system. You've got one over here and you've got one over here. In the beginning I was thinking of making that functional, but it's a little bit tricky. Maybe in the future. I can remove it easily because it's adhesive tape, so that won't be a problem. So this is it. Still working on. There will be nice progress. Before I forget it. This one is the exhaust. After decomposing the hydrogen peroxide inside the turbine system, they have to get rid of the O2. So this is the O2 exhaust, made out of a little flashlight that had the right shape for me. But still going on, and we'll see. The aim is still this spring for getting her maidens. So until next time.